Well, everybody, welcome to our podcast, BROzalez podcast. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit it. Hit that like button and hit that notification bell. If not, hey, it's okay. We appreciate you anyways for viewing us.
Of course.
Today we were talking about sports all around. Simply talking about whatever. Mainly probably basketball today.
A little basketball. I want to maybe get into a little bit of the NFL scandals with the players.
Oh, okay.
And then see where it goes from there.
Right.
People jump in.
Right. Well, let's start it off, I guess. Like I said, Stephen Curry and the Warriors have just won the divisional round of the playoffs. They are off to facing whoever wins tonight or tomorrow night with Denver and Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Curry had 0 points in the first half and ended up scoring 33 points in the second half. Like I said, he said this is
33
points, which is crazy.
Were they down the game or were they?
No, it was a back and forth game. It was like for the most part, they were leading, the Warriors were leading, and the Rockets were leading.
Oh, so
it's just back and forth, but it wasn't until like the last.
What
2
game
minutes.
Number was this game?
It's 6.
6.
Mm.
So they won,
Mm-hmm.
which makes them what? Or are they moving on?
Yeah, they're moving on to the Western Conference Finals. So whoever wins that game will go to the finals.
Who was in the Western Conference Finals?
Well, that's what we're gonna find out.
I mean, not Western. Who are we waiting to see now? So it's the Warriors.
Yeah, so they're depending on Portland and Denver.
The
Denver Nuggets, Portland Trailblazers, Blazers, and the Denver Broncos. The Denver Nuggets.
So
whoever wins out of those two will end up facing the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, and then go on to play in the finals against whoever wins in the East. So
we got Golden State, and then Golden State though they're not in the finals.
No,
though, right?
they're in the Western Conference Finals. So if they win that series, then they go.
Then they're in,
finals.
okay.
Correct.
And Boston, the Celtics didn't make it, right?
Unfortunately, not. I don't like to talk about it. It was a terrible season.
Oh,
terrible season.
They made it farther than the Lakers did, though.
Oh, so. Yeah. The Lakers organization, dude, it's a joke right now. It is embarrassing. I'm happy. I mean, I hate the Lakers, so I'm happy. But
well, I don't follow.
If I was them, I would be embarrassed the way they're handling that.
So,
team.
So I was going to ask you, because I don't follow basketball well, but I see it everywhere. Like, I saw this video of the guy that said, he's like, my grandpa had Magic, or my uncle, maybe he said. And then he's like, my dad had Kobe. Or no, he said my dad had Magic, my brother had Kobe,
mm-hmm.
and I get LeBron James. What's going on? Like, and he's like, get rid of like whatever is happening in LA, please.
Right. No,
so what's going on?
It's where do I begin with this story, man? It is embarrassing for the Laker organization. What Jenny Buss is letting happening to that organization as the owner is, I mean, to me is embarrassing. But basically what happened was the last game of the season, Magic Johnson said that he was done. Said, I'm quitting. So he stepped down from being the president of the basketball.
Oh, Magic Johnson. Yeah.
For the Lakers. And then without telling anybody, like literally after the game was over, like he said, media, come over here. And he just announced it without telling LeBron, without telling anybody. Just kind of like boom. And then so that upset a lot of people. LeBron being one of them. He was very upset. And it's funny because him and Lonzo actually sat down and talked about like the both reactions of when they heard the news. Mm-hmm. And LeBron was like, I'm upset, blah, blah, blah. You didn't tell me and sit me down. But at the same time, Lonzo Ball was like, wow, that's crazy. And like, okay, Kuz, like, what are we going to do now? Like, he didn't, like, to him, it wasn't like a big thing. Like,
right.
That he quit. To LeBron, it was. And anyways, and then the whole situation with Ty Lue, they offered him 3 years, $18 million, which is kind of embarrassing. And they wouldn't let him choose his own staff, which was, again, embarrassing. So he, of course, turned it down and said, no, thank you. Right. So they just hired somebody today. Don't know his name officially, but it's a mess in LA. If I was LeBron, I'd be asking for a trade, personally. I mean, I'd be like, get me out of here. I don't sign up for this. I'm 35 years old. I don't need this in my career at this stage. Like, I need to focus on that things.
So was one of the reasons that he moved out to LA was the whole like LeBron or Magic Johnson being out there, and now he's gone. and obviously the team LeBron's got wasn't so. LeBron was telling basically the owners to cut so and so, and right.
Well,
and
yeah,
the coaches too.
Well, yeah, so like LeBron didn't really have like a say so in the organization like he's had previously with Miami and with Cleveland. They're kind of doing their own thing over him because before he would hire like, oh, I want to say in the coach or I want to say in the player that we get or da 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 da.
Right.
Well, he didn't do that with the Lakers. The Lakers didn't give him that opportunity, and so it's just crazy like what they're doing to LeBron. Like LeBron, like he honestly moved to LA because. I believe it's because of a business decision, not because of. I mean, of course he loves basketball. Of course he wants to play, but his kids, he wants to raise his kids in LA. A great opportunity for movies, opportunities for just things outside of basketball. I think that's why he moved to LA.
But now, it's kind of crumbling.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. At
least they got Lonzo still, right?
Yeah, they got Lonzo, but hey, Lonzo's good. I mean, look, I got nothing to hate on Lonzo. He's good. He's a good player. I just think he got away from what made him so good. What made him a second pick in the draft?
What?
He got away from driving in the basket a lot. He just wants to shoot threes, and that's what this league has gotten into. I noticed when I was watching the Celtics, dude, like all everybody wants to do is shoot threes. And that's
really?
Like all everybody wants to do, and it's like, can we do something else here? Can we get back to playing,
basketball?
hardcore, basketball? And so yeah, I don't know. It's just the way the league's going is embarrassing, to be honest.
So do you think? Lonzo, didn't he drop the Big Ballers brand?
Yeah, it's actually that's kind of another embarrassment. Yeah, so it's kind of a long story, but to kind of shorten it up, one of their friends, his name is Alan something. He was basically charged for like basically stealing money back in the day. He was in prison, whatever, and he was real good friends with his dad. LeVar Ball, and they were good friends, whatever. And then when Lonzo heard about this and money started disappearing, I think it was like $1.5 million. I want to say went missing. Like, and then Alan couldn't. I mean, he asked Alan like what happened because Alan had a percentage of the ownership of Big Baller Brand, and they asked him like, "What's going on, man?" Like whatever, and he basically couldn't give him a reason why the funds were missing.
Couldn't show it.
Yeah. So then and Lonzo was like, "All right, I'm out. Deuces." And then so he's
he
like,
didn't want to be caught in the scandal.
He dropped he actually dropped the co-ownership, and he's actually what's it called? He's actually suing Allen.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's
crazy.
the dad got to do with anything? Nothing.
Because they're real good friends, him and Allen.
Oh yeah.
So it's like now like he's beefing with his friend.
Right.
And it's like it's just bad. It's just real bad.
Well. Yeah. That's crazy though. I mean, I'm sure they made their millions from that. I don't know how. Lonzo I think had a rookie contract for $14 million. So the Lakers?
So that helps a lot. I mean, he pretty much did 90% of the funds.
Oh yeah, I mean, if he's not playing ball, then who's gonna want to buy the shoes?
Yeah, I just think
that's true.
That's bad.
Yeah. Do you hear the? I know it's probably old news. The switching to football, real quick.
Go ahead.
Doug Baldwin.
Actually, I didn't hear about.
You didn't hear about? You didn't hear it? Oh.
I actually didn't hear about.
Yeah, it's Doug Baldwin of Seattle Seahawks got cut for he failed his physical, the drug test or whatever.
The we part or which part?
I don't know which part it was. It just said he didn't pass his physical thing.
I just don't understand. I mean, you're an athlete. You make millions and millions of dollars, and you want to, whether it's smoke weed or I'm not saying that's what he did or whatever. I'm just whatever it is.
Sometimes they take stuff to help like recovery, like Julian.
Right, but Julian Edelman, like,
yeah,
I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
Performance enhancing, but
if you fail your physical and they cut you, like that's pretty bad. Like Julian Edelman did take some stuff.
Right.
He got suspended for 4 games.
But it must have not been that bad for Julian's case for him to not get cut completely like Doug did, and so they were saying that he's like he's 30 years old right now, and it's like he's gonna retire obviously because he's at the point where it's like well
I mean he doesn't have to. I mean he's still a good player.
Yeah,
I mean
I know, and that's what I don't get. I don't get like you said, you can make all the millions,
right.
and yet you still some of them can't pass up the
Well,
weed.
that's like the whole thing with
Josh Gordon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude. It's like, dude, you could have been the receiver in the league. Like you
Yeah.
could have been bigger than Antonio Brown, bigger than Odell Beckham, bigger than all these receivers if you would have just stuck to doing the game. But
Yeah.
he couldn't stay off the weed.
Nope.
And like Stephen A. Smith says, stay off the weed. You know, that's kind of what he says. It's just so true. It's like, come on,
It
guys. Like,
is,
stay
that's
off the
good.
weed, man. Like, you're a
Don't
pro athlete.
touch it.
You're making millions of dollars, bro. Like, wait till you retire. You can retire at 35, 36, 37, whatever, 40 years old, right?
Yeah.
And you have the rest of your life to smoke as much weed as you want. Like,
I'm
just
28.
come on.
I'm 28. I'm almost 30. I could for sure hold out another 2 years. Not saying I condone doing any
right.
type of
Of
drugs,
course, we
but
don't condone that at all.
no, but I don't know. I just don't get it.
I don't either. I mean, I know if I was providing for my family and I had to do what I had to do in that sense, then
Right.
I'm staying off for a while. That's what I got to do.
Right. Don't get too comfortable.
That's what I got to do.
Speaking of comfortable, Rob Gronkowski, did you hear someone asked him something about coming back? And he said, yeah. He's like, I'll entertain the idea. It was something like that.
Yeah,
Don't quote me. Did you hear that? He's
right.
like, I might actually come back.
Right. I mean, I've heard something like that, but I think he's done.
You
He's
think so?
done. Yeah, he's ready for that life. He's ready for that retirement life. Dude, he hasn't had a full healthy season
I
for the
know.
Patriots in so long, man.
know.
And you know, it's unfortunate, but you know,